What's up, family? So do you guys see this plant right here? When my daughter bought this for me a couple months ago, it was like huge, right? And I went on this experiment to put water globes in the plants, thinking that it would water automatically and I wouldn't have to overwater because I have an overwater problem, right? And it got to this last leaf, and as you can see, it's about to die, right? And I've been trying so hard to bring this back to life, and I finally looked down, and do you see those sprouts? Don't mind my bird. I don't know who this message is for, but something was once dead is now coming alive. One thing you have to remember is that everything happens in the spiritual first, and then it makes its way to the physical. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you needed to be reminded. A lot of you guys was not listening to your intuition. You were not following through with the plans that you had. You were pretty much doing what everybody else wanted you to do. And I feel like at this point in your life, you're like, you know what? I'm tired of living my life according to others, and I'm ready to live my life for me. You only got one life to live. And if you waste it doing what everybody else wants you to do, what good is that going to do? So when your time is expired here on this earth and it gets to those final stages, you are going to do the woulda, coulda, shouldas. And right now you have the opportunity to change that. Let's get into the message. Thank you guys for tuning into another La La Divine. My name is Laquita. Let's see what Spirit has for us on this beautiful day. So, a lot of you guys are blooming. This is the perfect season because it's spring and a lot of the flowers are blooming. People are starting their gardens. If you have not and you've been wanting to start, now is the best time. Yep, we have star energy here. A lot of you guys have some divine purposes. Y'all got stuff that y'all supposed to be out here doing. I sense that a lot of you guys are scared to share your story because you're afraid of what people may think and if you're going to bash people, but you have a testimony. A lot of the things that we go through in this life is to help the next person. So if you are withholding information and not sharing that information, somebody's not going to be healed. That's how I look at it. Yeah. Confirmation. Share your story. You never know who needs to hear it. Let's get into the message. Oh. The Sun card. I feel like you have been told to share your story for so long that at this point in your life, I feel like things will change. Like you're in this sun reverse energy. When the sun is upright, it's like happiness, joy, peace, blessings raining down, but it's in reverse. So if you don't start sharing your story, if you don't start doing what you are called to do, walking fully into your purpose, your life's not going to change. If you have been praying and pleading for God to change your current situation, you have to move first. A lot of times we are in our own way because we expect for God to lay out this plan for us when all we got to do is step out in faith. It reminds me of that scripture in the Bible where he says, you are a lamp unto my feet. You cannot see the next step unless God is lighting the path. But you got to take that step first. And a lot of people ain't even willing to take the step because they don't know what's on the other side. They're afraid of the fear of the unknown. And that is not going to get you anywhere. Any successful person in this life had to step out in faith and shut down the shoulda, woulda, couldas, and what if this happens? What if they don't support me? What if somebody says this? So you got to let all that go. That's that small talk that's in the back of your head that's trying to keep you from your divine purpose. You got to keep pushing. Especially if you want your life to change. You want your stability to change. You want your joy to change. It's finna be pretty outside. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. You want your money to change. A lot of you guys are, you making just enough to cover the bills, but we are here to live an abundant life. That we may have life abundantful. Bountiful. You get what I'm trying to say. So, you need to start listening to your higher self. listening to that voice within you, not the voices outside of you. You guys are stars. You guys have a purpose. You have a plan. And it's time to walk in that plan so your life can turn upside down. So your money can flow. I don't know about you guys, but whenever you settle for a job, yeah, you making money, you paying your bills, but you don't have that overflowing joy, that passion. You're just getting up, going to work, going through the motions. But when you're doing what you're called, you have a passion for that. You want to go. And the more you put that energy into what you really want to do, it's going to come back. Everything is ebb and flow. If you're doing something that you love doing, it's that energy has to come back. That's it. That's all I'm saying. So, of course, as you move forward, you will have, people, places, and things that's in your past that's going to try to hold you back, whether that's limited beliefs, past friends, past relationships. Everything's going to try to pull you back down. You have to bypass all of that and keep moving forward. So there's going to be people that you have either met with before, or maybe there's some opportunities for you to collaborate with people. Of course, there is a lot of times we have these gifts, right? And we have things that we have to do. We have a purpose that we have to complete. But we are only one person. And sometimes we get into this energy where we don't trust people. We don't want to allow people to come into our space. But sometimes that don't work. In order for people to know who you are, know your name, you got to get out and network. You got to share your dream, your vision. Some of you guys may be wanting to be content creators, or just sharing your story, or just sharing your businesses online, and you're afraid of doing that. But how are people going to know about you? How are people going to see your amazing products or hear your amazing story if you don't open yourself up to market, to meet new people? You never know who you're going to meet. I don't know, like, when I stepped out in faith and I started, walking in my path that I had passion for, not what everybody wanted me to do, God placed people in my life that helped me at that time. Not even kidding. So you got to step out in faith. You got to network. This Three of Pentacles is about collaboration and teamwork. So a lot of you guys y'all have a big purpose that's going to cost you to have more than just yourself. And you just pray, Lord, send me the people, send me my tribe, send me the people that's in alignment with my highest purpose. Don't send me nobody that's going to pull me down, but send me somebody that's going to help me, that's going to teach me, that's going to guide me, that's going to show me the resources that I need, you know what I'm saying, to keep me moving. You might want to start a business. Lord, pick out the right bank that I need to get this loan, or show me ways that you got to get out there. You got to start asking. Closed mouths don't get fed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yep, Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take. You give, it comes back. Energy. There's people that want to bless you. There's people that needs to hear your story. There's people that's going to honor what you do. There's people that's passionate about what you're passionate about. And how are they going to find you if you don't put yourself out there? King of Swords, get out your head. And know that sometimes you're in your own way. And you're able to do exceedingly abundantly. You have went through so much in this life that has totally transformed you. You have to trust yourself and know that everything you went through is going to build you up to be who you need to be. And you have all the tools within you to get it done. So let's go. Let's get it done. Last card. Didn't want to make this too long. Hope this message is helping again. Sorry for my bird. You got a lot to say today. Any last messages? Oh, okay. We'll take them all. Yep, this past person keeps trying to come through. Yeah, to try to get you off your square. It don't even have to be a past person. It could be a limited belief. It could be depression. It could be sadness. It could be just like grief. I don't know why I feel grief coming up. Or just the fact that you're afraid of investing in yourself. You're afraid that if you don't have enough money, you won't be able to do the things that you need to do. You are able to do exceedingly abundant. How many times I gotta tell you that? But you got this. Keep pushing. Peace.